Welcome back to the Whiskey Couch. I am Gustav.
And I am Elna. And you are watching Whiskey Tasting and Food Pairing Review number 222. 222.
222.
Yes.
And we are the whiskey couple of South Africa. I'm excited about this video because we are going to change things a little. Compared to our previous videos, we are going to do not only the review and the food pairing, but also comparison, a vertical comparison. We're going to compare today's whiskey with some of the other Highland Park expressions, and then we're going to decide which is our favorite. So, in terms of the review of this whiskey, we have spent quite a bit of time with this guy here, Highland Park Dark Origins. And we have compiled some tasting notes here. And we're going to go through them quickly and then do the pairing and then do the comparison.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to most?
Oh, definitely the comparison.
Comparison, and I'm
something
looking
new,
forward.
something different.
I think I'm hungry because I'm looking forward to the pairing part of this video. So let's start with Highland Park Dark Origins. From the Highland Park Distillery, situated on the Orkney Islands. And I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. Highland Park Distillery, just two photographs.
And it was founded in 1798. So it's a couple of years old. It's not...
Yeah, it says that right there on the bottle, on the neck of the bottle you can see, and there you can see the bottle itself.
It's a beautiful bottle.
And the ABV, 46.8, right at the back there. But I also want to have a look at the Orkney Islands on our map. That's where the Highland Park Distillery is situated. So here's our map, Lowlands, Highlands, and off the north coast of Scotland there is... You will see the Orkney Islands with two distilleries, Highland Park and Scapa. There you can see the Orkney Islands owned by the Edrington Group.
And they also own the Macallan as well as the Famous Grouse brand.
That's correct.
I think that's quite...
Highland Park, Macallan, and then the Famous Grouse. Unfortunately, this particular expression has been discontinued. It has been replaced by the Valkyrie expression. This is the gift box at the back. I'll show you the bottle right now. And it has been named after Magnus Eunson. I said that the wrong way.
The wrong way around.
Magnus Eunson, who was the founder and smuggler, and who worked in the dark of night even before the distillery was founded.
I like the story.
Way back.
I like the story. It's something totally different again about the whiskey. That's good.
Something else that's different, usually in the core range, the Highland Park expressions, they make use of about 40% first full sherry casks, but this one, double the amount of first full sherry cask maturation, which is 80%. It says here, double first full sherry casks for a naturally darker, richer flavor, non-chill filtered.
Oh, but the color is also beautiful. I would say the color is, dark mahogany.
Yes, and that is also beautiful. The official color. So we agree with that.
Beautiful color.
So Elna, on our tasting notes, you can give us the aromas that we have identified.
Okay. I'm going to read them to you. It's sherry, stewed plums, nutty, it's caramelized sugar, coffee, chocolate, baking spices, a hint of smoke, definitely a hint of smoke, honey and licorice.
And for me, what stands out today would be the stewed fruit, the stewed plums, stewed apples.
I would say the caramelized sugar. Sweet, the sweetness.
It really has a rich, inviting nose. On the palate, what we've got on our tasting notes, sweet, rich, chocolate, plum, tangerine, which is like the citrus, very typical of the Highland Park. Sherry, hint of smoke, nutty oak spice and pepper, and the finish, hint of smoke again,
Yeah.
chocolate and lingering spices. That's what we've got on the palate. Here we go, Elna.
I already sneaked
Slanger.
a bit.
I did not get the smokiness
No, not that prominent.
so prominent on the nose, but I get it much more prominent on the palate. So the nose did not really prepare me for the smokiness that I experience on the palate.
No, on that I agree.
But beautiful, intense, beautifully smooth, ending in that slight bitter chocolate, bitter oak spices, the sweetness, the sherry at the beginning. A wonderful palate. And we have already added some water. And Elna, you can tell us what our findings were
With
after
water.
a few drops of water.
Okay, with the nose it was softer, and it was light sherry and toffee.
On the
what
nose,
on the
yes.
nose. And the taste was, it was more earthy. We had barley sugar and oak spice. That was
So the few drops of water did change it a little bit.
Yeah.
I haven't really made up my mind whether this should get a bit of water or not. I think it can go either way. And the price here in South Africa, even discontinued, I can still find it in 1 or 2 shops, 1,100 Rand, which translates to about 55, 60 pounds and about $80, if one can still find this beautiful expression from Highland Park. Now, the pairing, that's the part that I looked forward to the most. We have decided that a good flavor companion for the Highland Park Dark Origins would be, what is this pasta called again? Ravioli. It is slow cooked beef ravioli. That is what this is called. But the secret ingredient is a cranberry sauce. So we want the beef to give it a bit of an earthy, to give it a bit of body, but we want the cranberry sauce to connect with the sweetness. And the thing with cranberry sauce is it's not only sweet, it's got that something extra that will also connect with the spiciness. So Elna, you can go first. There's 2 halves that I've prepared there.
Thank you.
And let's see what double cooked beef ravioli with cranberry sauce. So this is what it looks like.
This is a good pairing. This is really a good pairing.
The beef
And the flavors
cranberry sauce.
and the flavors connect with one another. As you said, the cranberry sauce with that little bit of hint with with the meaty side, it brings out the flavors much more. I like it.
It really enhances the flavor profile of this whiskey. It enhances the sherry, the sweetness, the chocolate. It as if it gives it an extra
Boost. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Give it an extra boost.
Really, really good pairing. A really good pairing. That is the Highland Park Dark Origins. But we have also poured a 10-year-old. This is it right here, 10-year-old. And we have also poured, we've got the gift boxes here behind us, a 12-year-old. This is the Viking Honor. And the 10-year-old is the Viking Scars. And we've also poured the Valkyrie. This is the Valkyrie. And we want to decide which one is our favorite. You know why? Because you end up in the store, you see them all on the shelf, and you want to purchase one of them, and you're deciding or trying to decide which one will be the better one. So Elna, you can start there, you can nose them, and we're going to taste. We've already added a few drops of water. That is the 10, the 12, the Valkyrie, and here we have the Dark Origins. the nose of the Valkyrie is for me the most different out of the lot. I can sort of pick up the family trait in the rest, but the Valkyrie is quite different. Dark origins. The Valkyrie is as if it's got a bit more licorice and a bit more herbs for me. There's the typical Highland Park, the 12-year-old.
The 10 is more subtle for me. The nose is much more
softer,
subtle.
much
softer, as if you're trying to get, okay, what is
you're searching
this?
for it.
Yeah, that I would say.
And I'm getting more citrus on the 10-year-old.
Okay.
But for me, I must honestly say the Dark Origins has got the best nose for me. I love the Dark Origins nose.
I would say the 12. This is too subtle, as if you're looking for. This one is that one is very prominent.
So you prefer the 12 in terms of the nose?
Yeah, of the nose, I prefer the 12. This is very. There's a lot of flavors there that come out, but I prefer.
I would say the Valkyrie's got the more complex nose. And I've already tasted the 10-year-old, the scars, Viking scars. It is a very smooth, very easy drinking, short finish. A bit more body.
As I said, this one, the 10 years, very subtle. It's good, but it's very subtle. I like it when I can really taste something more prominent. I like that.
Out of the 10 and the 12, I would prefer the 12 so far. I'm going down the line here. Now I'm at the Valkyrie.
Oh, definitely the 12. No, definitely the 12. With the nose as well as the taste, definitely the 12. Not the 10, I'll prefer the 12.
Much more spicy. Valkyrie, much more spicy. Much more herbs.
Now this one I would say is I get chocolate. I get fruit, little bit fruitiness that I like, and sweet. I like the sweetness.
So you like the 12, and you also prefer the nose.
Yeah.
And you know what? The citrus and the chocolate and the spiciness that you get in all of these expressions, those typical Highland Park.
No, I would say of the 3 of these, I prefer the Highland 12.
And if you include the Dark Origins in the equation,
no, I think I'll go for the 12.
The 12 is your favorite.
Yeah, if I have to compare all of these, I'll go for the 12.
And my favorite is the Dark Origins, and second, it'll be the Valkyrie.
Okay, if I must make my second choice, I'll say I'll go for the
Dark Origins.
Yeah.
So for you, 12 Viking Honor and Dark Origins. For me, my favorite, Dark Origins, and then the Valkyrie. There we go. Dark Origins review and food pairing with comparison, so that you know what is our respective favorites. And in the next video, we're going to do the same. This time around, we're going to look at all of the, not all of the, but 5 of the Glenfarclas expressions. Hope to see you in the next video. I've got my favorite, you've got yours. Sláinte.